run through what you did. And she said she held it up and was shaking it and going, I command you. And and I thought, sweetheart, and I just said to her, look, if I hadn't been disincarnate and you'd done that to me, I said, you're lucky you only got thrown across the room, frankly, because that's not okay. I mean, why don't you just say, look, excuse me, this is my space now. So it's really important when you're looking at clearing a space is to come from that kind of, okay, look, I'm here, you're there. This isn't quite working for me. I'm sure you have a reason for existing, but how about we just send you off with a lot of love and light, and I'm not pushing you, I'm not, punching you around, because if you come from that either fearful or aggressive kind of tone, you're going to cop it, yeah? So it's really important to actually come from a calm space, because then it has nothing to hook on to. You'll notice that the way to have a fight in the, real world with someone is they say something awful, you say something awful back. And, of course, what does it do? It just escalates, right? Gets worse. But if you instead look at someone and they're going, hey, and they're baiting you, and you go, nice try, bud. Okay, all right, well, I see your damage and I don't raise you one. I'm going to send you off in your way, and I'm not going to be sorry for you. I'm not going to be angry at you. I'm not going to be fearful of you. I'm not participating. I might assert myself very calmly, and then I'm just going to not make an issue, going to just, move on. Then that can't hold to you. If you're finding that someone sends you a complaint letter and they've got 10 points and you answer each point, they're going to come back with 26. Why? Not because you didn't answer them right, not because of that. It's because you felt the need to justify, or that there's a power imbalance and you're feeling a need to acquiesce too much. So it's sort of with you with the boundaries. It's a really big thing to, in this life, be able to put those boundaries in a calm way. So that's where those 10 points, you're going to respond instead with what actually does need addressing, that one central point, and instead start off with, I'm taking on board all of your feedback, and about this particular thing, this is what I'm doing. Thank you so much for this, and da-da-da-da, sort of customer service based, right? So if you apply that to some of the relationships around you which have been challenging on that level where people are pushing too much, if that makes sense, yeah? And then you also apply that to how we space clear. It actually gets a whole lot easier because you're not creating something for it to hook back into you with. So it's really important at the moment for you to work on your sense of feeling justified within yourself. And then that's going to lift off this provocation stuff people will feel they can do with you. And certainly I will deal with, you asked a question about the family, which I will answer in private, back to you. But I'm getting on the dynamics there that are actually important for you at this time as to how to really practically deal with a space clearing angle, because it's answering actually a lot of the dynamic angles you have when people are trying to push the buttons. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, so I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it from the space clearing angle, but I'm actually hitting it from, entities in the bathroom right through to, how to deal with a person down the street who decides to get into an argument with you and you've done absolutely nothing wrong. And by getting a handle on that, you don't get as easily flustered, and then you're not talking to people in the home about those frustrating people today that really, got you. And that just helps calm all of this down, because then there's less of this chaos going on in that undesired kind of way, if that makes sense. So that's how I can answer you on air the best way, and I will answer you this other stuff off air because I feel that's too sensitive energetically to have exposed. So I'll deal with that privately for you in greater depth after the show. So thank you so much for calling in. I hope that helps you, darling, and I wish you the absolute best. I will be in touch, yeah? So now next we're going to another caller we've got time for. We have the wonderful Liz, who is actually an Australian, and she's in Palm Springs, Florida, USA, and that's where she's been. Hello, how are you going?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Absolutely wonderful, lovely to speak with you. You do have a very vibrant light-filled energy. There's a lot of white and gold going on with you, and it's like you're trying to educate people and help them grow in their wisdom. So it's really interesting. We've gone from dealing with, the first call has been really about dealing with how to put more light into a space, and and that lady's also got a lot of light with her. But this is you actually going out and disseminating that light, I feel, and really doing a lot with it. And you do work from that heart space, I feel. And you're in the US, and this is really about career